1 second.
No, the show started. What are you doing now?
Just scrolling Tubi, man.
Tubi? Yeah, of course.
Just give me a second.
But the show, I think the show is a little bit more important right now.
Are we live?
Yeah, we've started the show.
Okay. Yeah. I'll pause this. It's fine. What are we?
Hey, everybody, welcome. It is OPINIONish, not on Tubi.
Yeah.
But we're trying to, right?
To be or not to be?
To be or not to be?
To be.
This is OPINIONish. We thank you to come in. We have one. I have one. You have one.
Yeah.
We all have one.
We all have an opinion.
We have an opinion.
Opinions are like these guys.
I love it. And we, of course, like to share some things that are going on. I've had some really good shows lately. I wanted to present you with a gift.
A GIF or a GIF?
A GIF. A GIF. An actual GIF. This is
what is that?
An official OPINIONish coffee mug.
Oh wow!
Do you drink coffee?
I do not drink coffee. Actually,
can I have it back? No.
Sorry.
Could have gave that to
Did you not
one
know
of our guests.
Is that should be a whole episode? I'm actually one of the few people I know that who does not drink coffee. I've had like maybe 5 cups of coffee in my life.
It's actually a good thing.
It's too hot.
You don't.
Why is it so hot?
So you're a hot coffee. Would you
burns my tongue? Owie. No, it's I never drank coffee. Never needed to. I drink water and occasional beers.
Would you say occasional? Is that actually safe to say occasional?
Water and beer. I drink them together sometimes. You match a beer with water, and that keeps the balance.
Yeah, you've always said that. That's been your.
You gotta hydrate.
Well, look, if you want to keep these on the desk, But if you're going to give it away to a good guest.
I'm not giving it away. I'm keeping it. That's a gift, man. Thank you.
And put pencils in them. That's what most coffee mugs that I have wind up with.
Dave Letterman. We're going to throw them in the ceiling.
That would be awesome.
You know.
And now I do notice. Can I say something?
Yeah.
I don't have many things in this world, Travis. That's why I give you coffee mugs and that sort of thing.
You're a giver.
I am a giver. I do have one thing that
is it a kidney?
No, it's not a kidney. No. I have to tell you about this as I never let anybody use them at all. And I have let you for 2 shows use one of my pencils.
You don't? Oh, I just grabbed it. I just needed something to write with. Give me something to write with. Who sang that? Diamond David Lee Roth.
I was going to say that.
Hot for Teacher.
Hot for Teacher.
Hot for Teacher.
Which is one of the best music videos of all time.
Yeah.
But I do not write with pens. I write with pencils.
I noticed that.
I bought boxes and boxes of these, and I would follow people around that would pick them up, like, or hey, me borrow a pencil. So I will probably follow you around unless.
Do you have like a tracker in this?
I'm very close to doing that.
Oh, hey, man.
But no, hold on. Because you're Travis and you crack me up, I'm gonna give you that.
You're gonna
one.
give this to me?
Yeah, and you can ask Liza. You can ask my I do not let anybody have my pencils.
With these? Well, thank you.
And ask anybody on Daily Flash.
This is a Bic Velocity.
It's a 0.9.
It is a 0.9. What does that mean?
0.9 millimeter lead.
Okay.
And I know I don't go any stronger than that or any thinner as well. And I only write with. If you look at all my notes, it's always in pencils.
Oh man!
And you know why?
Because you got to get the lead out?
You got to get the lead. Oh, I like that one. But pencils remind us that we're human and because they have erasers.
Yeah, you're right. Because we make mistakes.
We make mistakes.
And it's okay to make mistakes.
So
Bob Ross taught me that.
Yeah, it is good. It's called wabi sabi. So you're just going to go ahead and put that pencil right in that coffee mug that quick.
You didn't
even bother putting more.
Do I got to?
I'm just joking, you man. But yeah, you can have that pencil.
I got to pet it first before I just insert. I want
to see if...
not a gentleman.
Here, hold on. I think I might even be able to.
Well, thank you for the gifts, man. I did not get you anything.
No, I offer you that only because you had it there.
My presence is your present.
I would agree with that. I'm trying to get a shot of there it is, right there, folks. There's the pencil.
Pencil. Well, I'm going to get back to Tubi if you don't mind.
I'm sorry for detracting, but I was looking at it and it bothered me.
This is great and all. I appreciate it, and thank you for the pencil. I'm actually going to get back to my shows. I was scrolling Tubi because our boy Chris Noth has several feature films currently streaming on Tubi, and we got to support our guy. So,
Chris Noth, of course. What's he on Tubi for this week?
Well, obviously, Sex and the City movie from 2008 is on there, but I found some other pretty good flicks. My One and Only. It co-stars Renee Zellweger. It's an adventure comedy romance film. Noth is in that one.
All right.
Double Whammy. It stars co-stars Dennis Leary as Ray Pluto, a down on his luck New York police detective.
Isn't he like that in
what
everywhere?
a character, yeah.
That or Fireman, one or the other.
Dennis Leary playing himself.
Okay.
There's another one called White Girl. It's a gritty drama about a college girl partying in New York City, in which Noth has a supporting role.
Noth doesn't really get out of New York very often.
No, he doesn't. Well, he probably lives there. He did Law and Order there, and so he gets to work local work. What do you want to do? He does the short commute.
I was walking down the street and just randomly, and somebody came up to me and said, "Hey," it said, "Tim, are you? How's Chris?" And I go, "What are you talking about?" And hey, man, I'm a big fan of Chris Noth.
Yeah, no way.
And I go, well, all right, that's awesome. And so he goes, well, we should all talk about Chris Noth. And I go, all right. So have you run across anybody else that are such big fans of Chris Noth as we are?
We actually have an online community called We're the Nothings. Yeah. I mean, so if you're a nothing like me, it's fine. But we accept, it's empowering, the actual name.
So like Bieber has Believers.
Yeah.
And,
Swifties,
and then there's
We're the Nothings.
We're the Nothings. I like that, man.
Yeah, but we own it, and so if you're nothing like us, get on Tubi, watch Double Whammy. Watch my White Girl, watch my One and Only, and Sex and the City. Support our boy Chris Noth. We
love you, Chris.
He doesn't need the money, but we love him that much. We want to support him.
All right. He was also, now, if you are new to the show, you might not realize what a great singer that Travis is. And I understand that you've actually been working on the new Tubi sound that when you
when it comes on, it actually goes Tubi.
Okay,
that's their thing.
But
like Netflix has the doom,
and then theirs would be. But you're offering this for free.
No, that just actually exists. That is.
I know, but what I'm saying is that you're offering to upgrade
to sing it for them.
Tubi. Yes,
absolutely. I mean, I would be honored to do that. So Tubi, that's another service that we offer you. You stream our podcast, you get a free jingle on top of it. We throw it in. So
we're letting you know, Tubi, if you're ready for podcasts, we're ready for you. Yeah. Again, Tubi. And if you're watching this, check out Tubi. All kinds of programming, to be or not to be.
Tubi is the answer. I have a Fire TV, and I have Tubi is a little button in the bottom corner. And every time I reach for my remote, I accidentally, it's meant to be. It's not an accident.
It's a Freudian thing.
I hit the button and it pulls Tubi up on my TV. Even the dog will walk on it, and her favorite streaming network is Tubi, and it has such great classic movies, like ones that are hard to find.
But how much do you pay for that Tubi? I want to know.
Funny you asked, Mitch. It's free. Spit take.
I was very close to doing just that.
You should have done it. It's free with that. It's all you got to do is watch a couple commercials. We're all used to watching commercials. It's fine. Is it jarring in the middle of a Schindler's List? Yes. Having Tide ads, Tide Pods, a Tide Pod commercial jump in right in the middle after the scene with the girl in the red coat.
With the red coat.
Yeah, it's
that red coat can come clean.
Your coat,
Tide Pod.
Your coat covered in dust.
All right, I love it. We're getting into a summer. Big summer plans for you?
Actually, we did a lot of traveling last year. I took the family to Italy. We went to Greece. We went to Japan. This is the year of concerts for my household because we did a lot of traveling last year. We're going to stay on the home front. It's kind of crazy at the airport, so I don't know if you noticed it. So I'm not trying to mess with that. So we're going to take that travel budget and put into concerts and shows and going to see some artists.
Experiences. One thing I appreciate you as a dad is that you provide your kids memories and not things. That's exactly what you're supposed to do. They're going to remember that.
That's what I'm saying. That's all we have at the end of the day, memories.
You're talking concerts. The last concert I went to was with you and our buddy Maddie, and we saw Billy Joel over in Tampa.
And Sting.
Which
two phenomenal powerhouses together on the same stage. They shared the same stage, and Shaggy showed up. That was an added bonus. We had floor seats.
That's right, yeah.
Raymond James Stadium. Yeah. We had Sting. We had Billy Joel singing all the hits, man. It was a great night.
And then we ran into this lady who looked just like Jamie Gertz.
Jamie Gertz from the 80s. She's a billionaire's wife now. She's a billionaire.
Yeah.
I think the richest actress
she
ever.
Is.
Yeah, currently alive. Yeah, she's the richest. We ran into a woman at a bar afterwards, looked just like her, and we have to show the picture. But it was a hilarious night, and Sting sang all the great hits. And was that one, Brand New Day?
Yeah.
A brand new day. Yeah, that's the only part that we knew.
Brand new day.
Yeah. That was it.
And the 17-year-old girl that came there with her dad was really annoyed with us singing that over and over and over. We had fun doing that.
I had a few waters that night.
You did.
Yeah.
And I know whenever you have water, you also have your cold beer. So but that was a great night, man. It's memories. And that's what concerts bring, man, is something that I didn't realize. I kind of, when my kids, I had two kids that really are into music. And it was weird because I didn't really grow up in I didn't provide a musical
The other ones are
household.
Amish.
They're both Amish, right?
And they don't listen to music. That's the devil's.
My daughter
song.
Zoe, like she goes to concerts. She's a big Grateful Dead fan. She actually followed them there. She's a Deadhead, but she also likes just concerts. And when she got married, she wanted it to have like a concert feel, so it was outside and on a hill, and like they walk down. And then my son Sawyer, he was a huge music guy. So, but what's weird, and I've admitted this before, is I've never really been like a music person, you know?
Really?
And music just hasn't always been like at the forefront of. I mean, I love music by all means, and I have my classic rock that I like. But I would never. I don't really go deep into music.
Really?
And I think though, what I do remember is what happens at concerts, and I think it's because you're experiencing the music.
It's the live music. It's the feeling of having the wave hit you of sound.
Yeah,
and a communal experience too, like going to a movie in the theater. You're there with a bunch of fans.
That's what it is. Yeah,
singing the songs back to the artist, and they love it.
Brand new day.
I mean, it's an amazing bit. The thing with the concerts, though, now they're getting crazy expensive, and it's almost impossible to get tickets. For instance, for my daughter's birthday, we were trying to get Olivia Rodrigo tickets, and
she was in Fast and the Furious.
No, it was Bizaardvark is what you're thinking. Bizaardvark. But yeah, she, having a moment. It was a Disney Plus, Disney show. She was just hosted SNL. She's has her third album dropping out this summer, and
so she's hot right now. She is hot.
She's having a moment for sure. She's my girl's favorite artist coming out, and I spent a good sizable part of my workday, like 4 hours. On multiple devices, trying to get into Ticketmaster, get in the queue to get her tickets, only to not get anything. And that's my story is the same for hundreds of, if not thousands of people. I'm fighting bots and I'm fighting third-party resellers. They're grabbing up the tickets, and not only that, the tickets are expensive, super expensive and crazy amount of money. So, concerts now, is it a luxury? Is it a once in a year luxury for people, or is it just becoming an impossibly unattainable thing for most Americans? So I actually got an email today. There was a Ticketmaster lawsuit, and I qualify as from buying tickets that I could be part of this class action lawsuit. Good.
And Ticketmaster don't they own their competition or something like that?
Live,
it's like a monopoly.
Live Nation. It is a monopoly. Yeah. And so that's what they actually ruled. There's a class action lawsuit, Pop et al. Versus Live Nation Entertainment Inc. and Ticketmaster LLC. So I believe Live Nation was its own entity, and so was Ticketmaster. They merged and became what is essentially a monopoly. And so it's illegal. And a federal jury agreed in April this year. A landmark antitrust trial concluded with a decisive verdict against Ticketmaster's parent company, Live Nation. And so they control roughly 86% of the primary ticketing at major U.S. venues, while Live Nation owns and operates the other another 78% of large amphitheaters. So you can't go see a concert without going through them.
How were they able to get to that point, though? You know what I'm saying? Because like everybody's always watchdogging these.
I'd be watchdogging.
These watchdogs will go out, and making sure that big companies don't get to this point. But all of a sudden, were they just kind of forgetting that these concerts were like really becoming an issue as far as monopolies go? I mean, where did it come from?
I think it's called corruption, and you just got to follow the money. And so that's kind of what happens, and not just the ticketing industry, but concert industry, but a lot of other things. It's insane, but a trial is set. A date is set for July 6th, 2027. And so a settlement will be forthcoming, and I qualify as this class action lawsuit. And I think a lot of us do. Anybody that bought a ticket after 2010 through Ticketmaster qualifies to get, I'm sure whatever they divide up the settlement, it'll be like 20 cents. It'll be maybe a $20 bucks.
So it's just like the artist.
Yeah, and actually what they've done before, because this is not the first time they've been sued, is they've given people discounted concert tickets for a specific batch of artists or dates, and they do these promotions that you can claim use as part of the settlement to get free tickets to a show. stuff like that. It's like getting credit, doing a return, but they're getting store credit. It's ridiculous and it's insulting.
Well, how do you feel about it?
Yeah, that's my opinion.
That's your opinion. Now, wasn't a lot of the venues actually are like they own the venue, they own the tour?
That's what they're saying.
Coming through. So it really is like there's no other.
You can't go
this
anywhere.
Is the only way you're going to be able to see it.
This is it. This is it. So it's your choice as a consumer to spend your money and go see a show. But a lot of people, they have a bucket list of artists they want to see. We were fortunate enough to cross off Billy Joel, and you want to see them while they're still touring. A lot of these artists are doing farewell tours. I think like the Eagles is on their 5th leg of their farewell tour.
Hell has frozen over several times.
Yeah, so you want to see them while they're still doing it, but then they kind of, the tickets are going to be a premium price. Elton John did that too. Barry Manilow. Everybody's going on these. You were at Barry Manilow's concert, right?
You know what? You joke about that. I would actually go see Barry Manilow.
He's my mom's favorite artist.
Really?
And I was going to go see him too, but he had to cancel because they're getting up in age. He was having issue with his throat or some other health issue that he had to cancel. And so this is what's happening. So it's like, do you want to pay? You don't want to pay the money, but then you risk not seeing them again. I feel like Billy Joel's now having some kind of brain issue or something that's going to affect them. Health issues, yeah. Same thing with Aerosmith. Vocally, I don't think they're touring anymore.
Yeah, they said they're done.
They're done.
Which really sucks.
And I never got to see them. Same AC/DC, same thing. So these iconic artists that we all grew up with, they're retiring. And so if you want to see them, you got to buy the ticket. So you just bite the bullet and get it. But that's if you can get the tickets.
And, on the other side, being an artist, from my understanding, really, they don't make a whole lot of money as far as that's why they sell T-shirts. I think Kiss was the one that helped really the artists to start making their money while on tour. So, and you say, all right, it's $400 to go see this person in concert. Let's say that number. How much of that is because of the artist? You know what I'm saying? Which a lot of them come out and say, I can't believe you guys, they're realizing they don't want $400 tickets.
Right. I mean, a lot of them do go to bat for the fans. Eddie Vedder of Pearl Jam famously did a boycott on Ticketmaster stuff, and he would only play venues that are not under Ticketmaster Live Nation control. And so, but they're smaller, more intimate shows, so it's fewer seats, harder to get tickets to, but they're at least fairly priced. So yeah, it does come down to the artist. But then in the day, I've also read that artists are making very little off of these concerts.
Right. No, you're right.
A lot of the money goes to Ticketmaster. All these extra fees you think artists are getting paid. They're not. They're barely covering their own ends. I mean, the production costs, moving city to city every other night, that takes a toll. And that's a huge, huge expense to they got to pay management, the Teamsters or whoever's moving the equipment around. It's not a very lucrative enterprise for artists to go on tour. Plus, they're living on the road out of a suitcase.
I was about to say their health is taxing on them as well.
Right, but they want to be in that atmosphere where they're interacting with the fans and getting that instant gratification, that feedback. So it's a difficult situation. What some people have found that's better is flying overseas and seeing an artist that you like in a different country where they don't have Ticketmaster.
Is that happening a lot? Really?
Yeah, dude. I went, and so last year I said I went to Italy. Mm-hmm. Ed Sheeran just happened to be playing at the Roman Olympic Stadium in Rome. And we were there, and it just happened to be that night. Duran was there the next night, but we had to get on a cruise.
That would have been awesome.
And I would $100 floor tickets.
Shut up.
Nope. You want me to shut up? $100 per person. My family, my girls, some of our other friends, we all went there, and we got floor seats. Can walk around on the field of the Olympic Stadium in Rome for $100 a person. It was insane.
That's crazy.
Yeah, there's a cost flying out of the country. Obviously, you're going to incur, but I mean that's what it just puts a light on how corrupt it is here in America for us to enjoy anything. We're going to pay an arm and a leg, have to take a mortgage out of my house to go see the same tickets for $100. I mean, you couldn't get Ed Sheeran tickets here like Raymond James for $100. You would have been nosebleed, if you're lucky, and it still would have been like 3 times what I paid in Rome.
And didn't they still do talking English and that sort of thing?
Oh yeah,
it's a regular concert.
It's still Ed Sheeran. He did do a song in Italian, but he did a cover with Andrea Bocelli of Perfect in
really?
Italian. So another famous Italian artist I didn't know came up and joined him on stage. So it was just an amazing atmosphere. So yeah, we got lost on a bus and for 20 minutes, and after the concert we got on the wrong bus, took us north out of Rome, and so we actually ended up paying about the same amount of money in an Uber to get back into Central Rome.
You mentioned about the nosebleed seats, and you also mentioned about the being in the pit. Now, I've never done the pit. I've done nosebleeds because I couldn't afford a ticket.
Well, now are you talking about? We did have floor seats. We were on the floor for Billy Joel. Do you remember the Billy Joel concert?
Yes, I remember. But where I was at, now, when I think of the pit, though, I'm thinking up at the very, very front where you can't move.
I've never done that either because I don't know. I don't want to catch an elbow. I don't know if people are going to start. It depends on. It's different for each concert and stuff. But I don't want to be that.
What about your pros and cons with those, man? I mean, which one?
With pros, you get knocked over. You have people getting stampeded.
That's a pro?
I mean, no, I'm sorry, that's a con.
You really want to do that? Okay.
Yeah, man. I just want to get my teeth knocked out by a fan. But yeah,
but you're up close, man. You're right there.
Yeah, that's the thing. I'm not that. I don't need to be that close. I can catch a pick or something like that. I've been that close to some concerts before, but that you can really see. Because you don't want with nosebleeds. The con of nosebleeds, it's like you might as well be at home. Sometimes you're just watching the big screen, the jumbotron.
Okay. I'm glad you brought that up because as you go to concerts these days, and you're out there and you're doing, you're watching it and everything, and this is the view that you get all the time.
Yeah, you got a sea of cell phones in front of you.
Okay,
and they're all recording it, not living in the moment. Yeah, it's annoying.
That's another thing. So you think about that. I mean, should they be? I know some. They don't let them in some places.
They don't let you take a lot of comedians, a lot of smaller venues. They make you bag your phones. They don't want it. And honestly, and that's because, especially with comedians, they might say the wrong thing, and they don't want that going. And becoming a whole thing.
Plus, their jokes. Music, what the end of it is.
Yeah.
Jokes, you don't want to, if somebody gets this on the internet.
The whole act, put it online. So, yeah, I get that. With a sea of cell phones, sometimes they incorporate that into the show for concerts. They turn your lights on, it's the new lighter. It's safer. Turn your light on, your phone, waving around for this song. Sometimes they'll give you light up bracelets and stuff. Morgan Wallen, you said, was just at the UF, handed out bracelets that all synced up, and it's a sea of lighted togetherness. But yeah, it's fun. But nosebleeds only if you really want to see the artist, and that's all you can get. Sure. But I saw Weezer at Kia Center. I was the very, very last seat, back to the wall.
Really?
And it was great. It was free tickets. I won free tickets, but it's like, I don't know if I'd pay for these, It's like, I think they were going for like $85.
Were you able to see the stage pretty well? Or?
You could see them, and I took pictures, but it's grainy and they're tiny. I'm really just seeing them on the monitor, so I'm just watching a monitor.
I did find myself when we saw Billy Joel. That's what I was doing.
Yeah,
because it's bigger and
it is. And your eye just goes to that. You don't want to squint the whole time, so it makes sense. But as far as being in the pit, up close to the artist, those are expensive tickets. But what Billy does, he doesn't sell the first two rows.
I'm glad you brought that up. Yeah,
he grabs the people from the nosebleeds and brings them down, invites them down to be in the front because those are the real fans.
He will not let you. Cannot even buy them.
You can't buy them.
You can't buy them at all. And because what was happening is all these rich people were taking them, and he's like, they're just there to be.
They're
seen.
On their phone. He said they're looking down, they're scrolling. They want people to sing back. To them, their songs. They want real fans. But is that annoying for you too when people are singing? You're not right up in front. You're not in the pit. People are singing. You're paying to see the artist, hear the artist sing. Does that annoy you when people sing? Because I can't help. I love to sing. I can't help myself from singing sometimes.
It's part of that experience that you were talking about.
But it's okay if you sing well. Is that what it is? Is that the point?
No, not at all. I think if you're singing way too loud, obviously that's one
obviously you show some restraint.
I was interviewing, and this is a name drop. I was interviewing Garth Brooks one time
in person.
In person, yeah.
Wow.
And I was talking to him. He came out to Oklahoma City. I was talking about, and we were talking about what's it like, in the concert. And he goes, "It's great. You get to a point in your career where you do a concert and you don't have to sing at all."
Because they're singing it back to
Because they're singing it, yeah. And he said, and that's the best feeling in the world.
That's another thing that I hate, though, when the artists you pay to see, they're like, either they avoid high notes or they cheat a little bit. And they're like, all right. And they hold it out. Yeah. No, you do it. And I was like, no, you do it.
I'm paying you to
do it. Do it just like it's on the record, too.
Now, do you think every artist that's on tour that they're deaf? Because when they said, "Are you having a good time?" I can't hear you.
Yeah.
And there's 50,000 people out there yelling their name.
They got huge speakers on either side of them, so it's probably.
But were those things in the ears still too?
In ears. I don't know.
Okay, I was just curious about that sort of thing. Okay, so there's got to be some kind of solution as far as, you mentioned when you were trying to order these tickets and you're up against bots.
Yeah.
And you're up against basically computers from all over. They wind up buying the ticket and then it's resale, right? Yeah. There has to be that. Just how is that legal? How is that legal, man?
I feel like when I was trying to buy tickets for Olivia Rodrigo a couple weeks back, they said that they had bot tracking software going on in the background to prevent bots from taking the tickets from the fans. It didn't work. I don't know. I mean, I don't believe that, honestly. I don't believe that's a thing, or if it works, it wasn't working. There's ways that you can bypass bots that says the better online ticket sale, or it's called bots. It's an acronym.
That's a little unprogressive, I would imagine.
Act makes it illegal to use automated scripts to circumvent ticket limits or venue security. However, enforcement is highly reactive. Scalpers deploy sophisticated rotating proxy networks and fake identities to mimic real human buyers, bypassing Ticketmaster's what's called smart queues. Within half an hour of me failing to get tickets, of the concert selling out, the tickets I was going for were trying to get were on StubHub and
already,
are already flipping around. So they're grabbing it with tickets, third party resellers, and selling them on StubHub for 4 or 5 times the price. They were $175 for floor tickets for Olivia Rodrigo at Kia Center in Orlando. They're going for $1,000 each now.
Okay, how is StubHub legal? Because remember the people outside the concert?
Two tickets. I thought, and they would get arrested. I thought scalping was illegal. This is essentially scalping online, but it can't be regulated. I don't understand. So people are getting sued now, but how do you keep people from doing that? I don't know. Tell me, Mitch.
I don't have any answers for it. I think, though, no matter what, it seems like if obviously this bot, I find the name bots better online ticket sale. That's like there's no bots on here. That would tell me that they're not making sure computers.
I think it's a federal act, and they like to do acronyms.
True, but
Doge, it's like it's cute, it's gimmicky, and it's memorable, I guess, but it's doing nothing apparently. So. They need to revisit that.
And the service fees that you go could be even more than the ticket might have actually been, right? I mean, you get the ticket.
There's convenience fees, there's service fees, there's facility fees. It's I thought this stuff was supposed to be taken care of. I thought there was legislation in action. I don't know. I'm still experiencing it real time. And in the meantime, it's like I'm disappointing my kids. I'm like, oh, I got this. Buying tickets didn't used to be a nightmare. I don't understand.
If let's talk, listen.
And if you got tickets for Olivia Rodrigo, God bless you. You need to play the lottery because you're a lucky person. So congratulations.
All right, let's talk about concerts itself. Your favorite concert you ever been to?
Next to Billy Joel, Paul McCartney.
Wow, when'd you see him?
I saw Paul McCartney here in Orlando, 2010. He did all of his stuff, and that was like prime McCartney. Because he's aging now, obviously, his voice is softening, and I would still go to see him, though. I mean, God bless him. Keep doing it until the wheels fall off, Sir Paul.
Do you think because, first off, he's Sir Paul, if you think about that, number one, but then also, too, he's a Beatle, and and you know the songs,
how
too,
fortunate are we to be alive with the Beatles, to share this planet with the Beatles still, that we're in this timeline, because they're going to be iconic and remembered for long after they're gone, and probably after we're gone. Hopefully, I mean their legacy just continues because I'm a huge Beatles fan, and I even think like John Lennon, his birthday, he passed away. He was assassinated like 2 months after I was born, almost to the day.
Oh, really? I remember vividly the day. Wow, that's crazy.
And
that he died.
I was 2 months old. Yeah, and so. I like the fact that I was alive while all 4 Beatles were alive. There's a little overlap there.
And we know where the Beatles broke up at.
So they apparently the Polynesian here at the resort at Magic Kingdom. John Lennon was the last one to sign the papers dissolving the band.
So it's no moss after that. Yeah. It's interesting. Walt Disney World. Supposed to be the happiest place in the world.
Yeah, way to go. Way to go,
Disney. My favorite concert is one of the 8 times that I saw Aerosmith. And I will say the UNO Lakefront Arena And I'll tell you why. It was a very, it was an experience that I had not experienced. I went into the bathroom because, these concert halls, they build more toilets for guys than they do women, right?
Yeah.
So I go into you go to the UNO Lakefront Arena. They have urinals, but they're round. They're pots. They're troughs.
Oh, I thought they'd be the long one with ice in it.
Yeah, they do. They ice it. Yeah, but this one was round. And I walk in, and then they had stalls, but the doors were either knocked off or whatever. Yeah. And I saw women in there.
Right. But
the first, keep in, it's the 80s, man. And I was like,
well, I was going to ask how you navigated that because you pee sitting.
Dude, that's what I had. I was waiting for them to leave.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. So they had the trough, and it was circle. So it's kind of like what we're seeing right here. It's like we're standing across from each other, and I'm like,
hey, nice watch.
Nice watch. Then I had that, and then you turn around. And I go, well, I'll go to a stall, and I see women in the stall. And the women doing it with there's no door on the stall. And it was like a prison and everything. So that was memorable, I guess. I didn't say it was the best, and then it was Aerosmith. So how can you go wrong?
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of the vibe with an Aerosmith, a co-ed bathroom. I mean, come on, they're partying.
Dude looked like a lady. Maybe it was a guy.
You love an elevator, man.
I started working at a television station in Alabama, just north of Panama City.
Okay.
And Aerosmith was doing MTV Spring Break.
Hell yeah.
And so they were at Club La Vila, and they were doing a sound check and everything. And Steven Tyler, they were doing some of their music and everything. And then he notices a big crowd out on the beach. And so he turns around and he was playing with, he'd play for the crowd on the beach. It was really cool. Well, anyway, I'm there taping. I'm doing a news story there, right? So I had a cameraman, and I was the reporter. And I get up. I'm standing in front of Club La Vila where they came out. And all of a sudden, I was standing like the door was like right here, and I was standing right in the middle of where the door was. And all of a sudden, they put up ropes, and I'm stuck inside the ropes. Uh-huh. Joe Perry and Steven Tyler walk out, and my camera guy and me, I'm like, well, we're interviewing them right now, and we're the only ones that got to interview with them. Yeah, it was really, really
right
cool.
Place, right time.
Right place, right time, and nobody, we were stuck inside there, so it's not like. We didn't go under the thing. We were there. Yeah. Then they put the ropes up, and I guess they didn't notice us.
So what did you ask them? You're like, remember when you did Dream On?
Remember that one time?
That was awesome.
I did that with Paul Stanley. Remember on the bus?
You did do that.
I did it the whole.
He did not like it.
No, he did not. He didn't get it at all.
Giant head, that guy.
Yes,
enormous head.
And you know why he has long hair?
To cover his big noggin?
No, he has deformed ears.
Oh, he does?
Yeah, he had, when he was a kid, he had messed up ears, and so that's why he keeps it down. Anyway.
He looks great.
I thought he was a great guy. He was very, very nice. But later on, down at the House of Blues, they were taping the Monday Night Football with Hank Williams Jr.
Yeah.
And they said, this is when I was at the Buzz again. So we go down there, me and Brad Miller, Brad the new guy, and we go down there and we interview Hank Williams Jr. It was really cool. And we get up and he goes, all right, well, that's it. And so we just get up and we follow Hank Williams. And I walk into this room, me and Brad's got the camera, and I'm just standing there, walking around. I look and I walk through the door, and Bootsy Collins is talking to Charlie Daniels, Joe Perry, and the drummer from Bowling for Soup was there. Bonnie Raitt was in the corner.
Oh, my God.
I go, Brad, I don't think we're supposed to be here. and he's just cool. Anyway, so I walk up to, so I'm like, well, we're back here with a camera. Let's do something. Yeah. We started eating food and everything. And Joe Perry walks up, and I'm like, Mr. Perry. Same exact thing. I couldn't get a decent question in. He was still cool both times.
But he was cool. Brad had the camera whipped out?
Yeah. They were totally cool with that? And we were just talking about like Monday Night Football and stuff like that. Yeah. And what they were doing was taping all of the intros that would be for the end of the year. And then that was also the same year that Hank Williams Jr. had said something, and he got canceled.
Oh,
and then
Bo Cephas.
Yeah, old Bo Cephas. And I was like, now looking back, I don't even think what he said was all that controversial. It's just because they were ready to do it.
Around what time was this? What year was this?
It had been
2002 or something?
No, it was a little bit later. I think about 2011, maybe 2010.
What?
Yeah. Yeah, they taped it all down there at the House of Blues. Little Richard was there, too.
Oh, my gosh.
I mean, dude, I'm telling you, I was in the
Where
backstage.
was I?
Backstage, well, I don't know. You might have been, but call Brad. It was the weirdest thing in the world, man.
That's 2 episodes now that we mentioned Brad Miller. We should have Brad on the show.
Brad's our historian.
Yeah, he's a wealth of knowledge.
All right, so I asked you your favorite concert. What about the worst concert?
My least favorite concert that I paid money for?
Yeah.
Okay, so I don't know, man. It's one that just kind of annoyed me because maybe it was just my mood at on the time. I saw this band Nickel Creek, and I love them. They're like a country folksy band.
Like it, yeah.
So I'm at House of Blues actually here in Orlando, and my favorite song of theirs. They have a couple of songs, but sometimes the artist saves the songs for the end, the most well known songs. And I sat and they just kept playing for the crowd, and it was like over a 2 hour, almost pushing 3 hour concert. And I had general admission, so you're standing. You can't sit. You don't have a seat. And I'm just like, when are they going to play these songs? When are they get to it? And I'm like, okay, if they don't play one of their songs that I know next, because I didn't know any of the other songs. And
something off our new album.
And it's not that the music they were playing was bad. It's just like
you're waiting for it.
I just been here too long. I can't stand anymore. And they played a song I did. I'm out of here. I just turned around and walked. And for all I know, they had 2 songs left. And they were going to wrap it up, but I just lost it. So I wouldn't say it's the worst concert, but it was the most annoyed I got at a concert. What about you?
I'm trying to think with. I don't go to a lot of concerts, so if I went there, it was for a reason.
Yeah, for like work.
Well, even like if I paid to go see a concert,
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to see them and everything.
Yeah.
I saw Aerosmith almost 8 times, but I saw Simple Minds. That was pretty cool.
Oh yeah.
I don't really have a bad experience. Only I like festivals. I'm kind of like with you, where you're at a festival and you're kind of like just really trying to enjoy the. Hanging out with friends. And sometimes I think the music is just too darn loud.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to talk. I don't know. So basically what I'm saying is haven't gone to that many. So the ones that I've gone to is the reason I wanted to be there was to be at the concert.
Yeah. So, I said this year is my household, our year of concerts. I've already seen several this year. We saw Boyz II Men, SeaWorld, Epcot, they do these concert series. It was Seven Seas Food Festival at SeaWorld. They had a pretty great lineup. Boyz II Men, I saw them. They had Flo Rida was there. I saw Ludacris there a few years ago. So they do, it's included with park admission. So you just go there and you see a free show. It can't be beat.
Did you do grad night? Did y'all do grad night?
I did it as a student.
Yeah, as a student. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I hoped you did. There's an age limit.
Not allowed to go now, but back in the day.
Okay, so who played at your grad night at Disney?
Britney Spears.
Oh, wow, no kidding.
Destiny's Child, Beyonce. So
that's awesome.
I know. And Real Big Fish was like
I don't remember
a band. It was, they're a reggae, but
was real spelled REEL or
I actually think so,
because that sounds like it would be like a big reel,
like a ska band, like a punk ska band. And then I had an 8th grade one too at SeaWorld, Backstreet Boys. So it was even an 8th grade one, and then a senior year, 12th grade. Was Britney Spears and Destiny's Child. Well,
and Backstreet Boys, that's driving down the road.
That's what I'm saying. But we did a field trip. SeaWorld did a grad night there and saw Backstreet Boys. So I've seen them. I don't really remember, the experiences though. But I guess I could officially check them off my list of artists I've seen. Right. I'm not paying to go see them at the Sphere now.
Yeah, right.
That's a crazy amount.
Mine was Wang Chung.
One of your grad night.
My grad night 87 was Wang Chung. And I can't, and I'm sure there was more than this, but all I remember was Wang Chung and Orange Juice Jones. Do you know who that is?
I don't.
He had that song called The Rain. I saw you and him walking in the rain.
I don't know this song, man. I'm going to use this mechanical pencil.
Hands and I'll never be the same. It's a pretty good song.
O.J. Jones?
His name is Orange Juice Jones, and everybody in the band had drink names. This is, now, back up. It's Champagne. And she's saying, and over here on keyboards, here's Brandy. Like, all of them had names. And it was the cool. But
I've never heard of
Oran O-R-A-N in his middle name Juice Jones. So Orange Juice Jones.
And he hasn't heard that song. He hasn't murdered anybody. He's the good OJ.
He's the good OJ.
Yeah. Wow, that's awesome. No, I've never heard of this, but that's hilarious, and I'm going to look it up.
Yeah, Orange Juice Jones. And I want to say Rockwell might have been there.
Yeah.
And, Michael Jackson was in the background. I think this is why I think I remember this.
Somebody's watching me.
I was thinking, well, maybe, if Rockwell's there, maybe Michael Jackson.
Because that's the best part of the song.
That's the only part of the night.
Michael's hook.
And, but it was, there was I remember Wang Chung, and then later on I saw the Wang or the Chung, I'm not sure, at a One Hit Wonders concert, which was pretty cool. Yeah.
What was your first show ever?
Billy Idol at the Mississippi Gulf Coast Coliseum. Yeah. I was 15, maybe 14 or 15.
Yeah.
And I mowed lawns to buy my probably $20 ticket. And it was awesome. First concert ever. And I remember him spitting out in the crowd. And I thought that was the coolest thing.
You caught it. Open mouth.
But I was like mid.
Get me next.
Yeah, I'm up here, way up here. And then he's playing it, that Billy Idol. And I remember seeing a loogie go out and kind of like, I guess you can do that at concerts.
Catch it, put it in your pocket.
And then I saw Billy Idol again in West Palm Beach, and he was still rocking.
Remember,
with
you
Steve Stevens.
spit in me.
Remember, I saw your foot. But he was still rocking. So
we need to go see him. He's still going around. We need to go see him.
And he's still good. Now, the last time I saw him was 2000, maybe 11 or 10, around that time. Mm-hmm. And he and Steve Stevens were still rocking, man. I mean, it was a great concert.
I love him. Eyes Without a Face, one of my favorite songs.
It is a good one.
My first was Dave Matthews Band. His album was the second album I ever bought. I saw him West Palm Beach, and I've seen.
That's where I saw Billy Idol.
Really?
Yeah.
They were at the amphitheater.
It was it was like a Sunfest, I think.
I remember Sunfest. Yeah. I grew up in West Palm. I was born in West Palm.
Oh, I didn't know that.
And we went to Sunfest as a kid. I'm probably not going to make it down there. I saw the tribute band, Dave Matthews tribute band in Cocoa Beach this last weekend, because I'm not going to be able to see Dave Matthews live. And it was honestly just as good of an experience. They even had a fiddle player, which Dave doesn't have anymore. And so I was going to ask you, like, do you think tribute bands, cover bands are just as good? Because you can see them as a discount playing the songs you love. Does that check the box for you?
I think it does, and it has to have. And most tribute band. Are you saying tribute bands are like when they have like only one member,
right? And they'll be called like
I'll tell you why. You and I saw
Fighting Foos,
we saw that Yacht Rock that one time.
Yacht Rock Review,
that?
They're great. I love them, and they just do all the songs from that era. So they're not just a specific group or band. They do songs from a whole era, and they're phenomenal.
I think so, because the tribute bands they do their best to make it sound like the real stuff.
And it's not just mimicry. It's it's an homage to these artists, and they try and perfect the sound, and they pretty much nail it.
I think the most popular one that I know is Creedence Clearwater Revival, and it's called Creedence Clearwater Revisited. And I think they're actually sanctioned by CCR, the original. I think they're almost like they
I feel like they have to pay some kind of licensing because
but they want them to do it. It's like, hey, right, go ahead.
Because they're not really getting out on the road and doing stuff. But it's the people. There's a thirst for this music. There's Fleetwood Mac tribute bands, Pearl Jam. They travel and they get gigs all over the place. And that's honestly what I think a lot of the lineup is at like some of these venues now, the smaller venues that artists aren't coming to. House of Blues, they're mostly tribute acts now. Like, I love the 90s bands, and they play all 90s songs, or 80s bands, tribute bands. And,
Carlos Messina tried to do that.
Yeah.
He just would everybody else's
material. It works for comedians too, probably.
It probably works for them as well.
But yeah, I mean, you can see not your favorite artist, but if they're not touring, they're not coming to your state, not in your area, you can go see a tribute band and have just a great night too.
And one of the coolest concerts I went to, and I wish I had him on here, my good friend, you met him, Chris Sackett. He was in the wedding. Yeah. And he is undoubtedly the biggest Huey Lewis fan you'll ever meet in your life. He has a room in his house called the Newsroom, and it was pictures of Huey and him with Huey. He's seen at the time. He had seen Huey Lewis.
The Time is Prince's band.
Right, but this is actually the News. The News. Okay. And he went up. I wound up getting tickets to it, and then I called the venue. I said, "Hey, we're coming down there. I'd love to, promote it." And they go, "Okay, sure." So we go down there. After I went down there, I had bought tickets, and they go, "Well, your name, just go up to the will call booth." They gave us front row center.
That's awesome.
Front row center, right? Yeah. And backstage. So they're, "Hey, cool, we're gonna go meet Huey." And Chris is all like, "All right, yeah, I met him before, cool." And we walk in. He recognized Chris.
Really?
He's like, "Hey, my man." He didn't know his name.
Did
He's
he
like,
spit
"Hey, my
in
man."
His mouth?
He did not spit in
mouth.
He spit in my mouth for some reason. I'm like, "What are you doing this, Chris? Come on."
You just look like a very spittable face.
I think I do. A lot of people say that.
Yeah. And you pee sitting.
And so he went in there and we took pictures, yada, yada, yada. This is true story. So then later on, we get to the concert. We find out we're literally front row center of the concert. So I'm about literally, I'm not exaggerating, about this close to Huey Lewis as you are right here. Together, right there, like this far away, except I'm looking up like this, right?
Yeah, I could hock a loogie to you.
You could have done a lot more than that.
Huey's pipes, he's going to make it.
So he gets down there, and we get down there, and we're rocking and everything, and we're having fun. And halfway through the concert, he stops. He goes, "Hey, everybody! Everybody having a good time? You know, Huey Lewis, yada yada yada." And he's all, "How many of y'all is this the first time you've seen Huey Lewis and News concert?" And you heard, "How many times is the second time?" You know, you hear that. "How about 10 times or whatever?" And he goes, "I bet you none of y'all have seen this show more than this man right here." And Chris is like, "What?" And he goes, "How many times?" He goes, "This is number 53." And he brought him up on stage. Whoa. And I go, "Chris," and I didn't know anything. Huey Lewis just pulled him up there.
Yeah.
And to me, and I got pictures, and he's got it in the newsroom now and everything. But that's what artists can do. And if you have somebody, I could see if I had the money and the time, I would probably have followed Billy Idol.
For sure, yeah.
I mean, because you can see that, because music, that's what music does for you.
There's people that follow Dave Matthews. Fish, your daughter's a deadhead, you said.
Deadhead, right.
So you can follow them around, and I would love to have the budget to do that, the time. But
the time is the bigger.
If you do, yeah, that's great.
Let me ask you that. So who would you follow around?
I would probably do Dave, because there's a whole culture of people that follow Dave Matthews Band, and I'm a huge fan. I just haven't seen them so long. I've seen them twice. My first concert, and then I saw him in West Palm again with my wife. But it's been about 15 years.
Shoes on or off?
Shoes off. Kick shoes off. Yeah, you got it.
Doesn't he do his concert shoeless?
Oh, yeah. But so we had lawn tickets, so yeah, I have my shoes off too. I got to feel the grass. Yeah.
Very good. Well, I had fun talking about this.
Dude, actually, I think this was our best show.
Really?
And, yeah.
It's just you and I talking.
Honestly, yeah. We usually have a guest.
We don't need Matt.
We don't need...
We should have him on, though.
We should have Doodoo back, because...
Let's bring the Doo-Doos back.
Be the Doo-Doos. Yeah, he's a good guy.
All right, before we end, we always ask, what you watching? What you watching right now there, Travi?
I'm watching you, but I actually want to switch it up and say, what are you listening to?
Okay, since we are talking about music.
What are you listening to right now? Are you sticking to your old playlist? Or are you peppering in some new music?
I'll tell you what I do. For some reason, I got stuck on Chicago. And Chicago used to be this really rocking, like,
a lot of horns.
Yeah, horns. Yeah. And then in the 80s,
Peter Cetera,
and they went with a lot of ballads.
Yeah.
And music videos. And they had this one video, Hard Habit to Break. No, Stay the Night. Did you remember the video for Stay the Night?
I think so. Remind me.
Okay, so he's a mechanic.
Okay.
And this hot chick comes up. He's working on this really cool Camaro. And he's fallen in love with her, and he goes, and basically she takes off and steals the car, and he is holding on to the car, and they're doing jumps and stunts.
What?
This is Chicago, right?
Peter Cetera.
It's obviously a stuntman, and they're jumping through buildings and everything. Look, check it out if you get a chance to check it out.
And the guy in the trombone's like, "Do I come in, or where do I?"
It's all bad acting, everything that the 80s music you do. Anyway, for some reason.
I've actually been listening to a lot of Bryan Adams. I'm going to actually see him here in Orlando. He's going to be here in August.
No kidding.
And, you know, he's the king of 90s movie anthems.
Yeah.
Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves, Everything I Do It For You. All for One with Sting and Rod Stewart for Three Musketeers movie in the 90s.
I remember that.
To Really Love a Woman, to Ever Really Love a Woman, it's from Don Juan DeMarco, and then the Ho Float songs. I mean, he had such a great catalog outside of that, but just the 90s anthems bring up so many memories from movies that I loved growing up. So I'm listening to them. Charlie Puth, I'm actually going to see Charlie Puth. He's going to be in Orlando in a couple weeks. You know this kid?
I've heard the name.
He did the anthem at the Super Bowl. He did the national anthem.
Yeah. He is good. Yeah.
He's really good voice, and he has perfect pitch. And so if you follow him online, he deconstructs songs, and you can just do.
Yes, I know who he is now. Yes.
So he'll be walking by and somebody do, "Hey Charlie, what's this pitch?" You know, and he'll be like A minor, and then he just keeps walking, you know, and he's right. And so he does a lot lot of good content where he
learned from farts.
Yeah, he used to just do that.
That's an A minor.
He was like, he was a toddler just calling out fart notes. But and that's his new album. It's called Fart Notes.
Fart Notes.
Yeah, he's touring it. It's called Changes, and I'm going to go see him. And I'm looking forward to the concert. And I hope that he kind of explains the songs, because he does it on his social medias.
That's cool.
Where he talks about like the genesis of the songs and like building them, and he like breaks it down. He just creates live. And Ed Sheeran's a lot like that too. Ed Sheeran deconstructs songs and then composes them live. He doesn't use a loop pedal.
That's cool.
Where he like lays down the backing vocals and then the bass line and then builds the song right in front of you, and it sounds just like the record.
That's why you appreciate artists like that. That's really, really cool.
And then maybe hopefully Charlie will start dancing too. I don't know. I mean, what his stage presence like? If he's just going to be behind a piano, or if he's going to have background dancers or whatever. But
I would imagine it'd be a kind of a concert where you can just chill and relax.
That's
right?
what I'm hoping for. Yeah, this is the vibe. Yeah,
that's kind of you appreciate music.
And his new album has a little bit of a yacht rock tune. In fact, he has a track with Michael McDonald and Kenny Loggins on it. That's pretty cool too.
Oh, that's really cool.
Yeah, so I'm listening to them, and then they just making playlists with their music. What I like to do, I just make playlists for different vibes. You know, I mean, a lot of times I listen to, I love classic rock, yacht rock music, so I just kind of listen to that, but trying to incorporate some of these new artists or artists I'm about to see. I actually make playlists for like hanging out in the pool. You know, I made one during COVID. You know, The Weeknd got me through the first couple months of COVID.
The band, the artist.
The Weeknd, he dropped that album After Hours, right at the start of COVID, and got me through that. And I actually made a COVID playlist with some of his songs and some other people's songs. The ultimate COVID playlist was "Don't Stand So Close to Me" by The Police. Okay. That would be on there.
I love that. That's great.
Yeah. You Can't Touch This.
All right.
MC Hammer.
I'm loving it.
Dancing with Myself. Billy Idol. Right there. You got to have Billy. I Will Survive. Gloria Gaynor. And It's the End of the World as We Know It. REM. That was my personal COVID playlist during the time. So what kind of playlist are you rocking?
There is a Barilla pasta company has a playlist that you turn on when you start making the dinner. They give you a recipe.
Really?
And it's enough music that will take you from when you start to putting it in the oven until it's done. And I'm going to Italy, so that would be something I'm looking forward to trying that out. Yeah, and it plays Italian music the entire time.
I made a whole Italian playlist where that a lot of classic '60s songs from that era of Roman Holiday.
Do you know about the guy? And we'll wrap up here in a second. Here, but there's a guy out of Italy. Mm-hmm. There was a trend back in the late '60s, early '70s, where they would play like American or Western music, but they would it's gibberish.
I heard about it. It's gibberish, and it's what he thinks.
And he sings like,
and it sounds like gibberish English, but he doesn't have that tone where it sounds like he's speaking American. But yeah, it's hilarious. I've seen that.
It's a real thing and a real guy, and it's a really good song too. You almost sort of like somebody should write real music, real words to that.
Has
song.
A great beat to it.
Good beat to it. Yeah. All right, man. This was fun. That's what music does, man.
Yeah.
Music is
I could talk for hours about songs, man.
It's like that's why we go to concerts, and that's why we don't want to pay too much for concerts. You got that,
bring
Live
the prices
Nation
down.
And Ticketmaster. Thanks for joining us. And again, if you have not subscribed yet, please do so. Just go to opinionishpodcast.com. We're all over social media. We love hearing from you as well. You can go there and drop us emails. Anything else you want to add there, bub?
No, go to Tubi, watch some Chris Noce movies. Let's do it.
Tubi.
Let's go. Unite Nothings.
Unite. Be a nothing. Yeah.